Cage Minds. We're down here around, they call this the Journal area, I believe, the Journal Center.
Yes.
Clube ABQ Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We've had her on before as a fighter. Gabby Romero, now business owner. Look a little nervous, but it's got to be exciting. Tell us about your system, what you're bringing to New Mexico.
Basically, I'm bringing a different outlook on the BJJ scene. It's a little bit different than the other schools in the local area. I'm having a competition program. I'm bringing the best people in for wrestling and judo. I'm really just purely focused on BJJ. It's not an MMA school. It's just disciplined. It'll be good.
So with the BJJ, how does the wrestling and the judo incorporate? Are they going to be their own courses, systems, or is everything going to be all-encompassing?
It is their own separate systems, but they are all encompassed at the end. Because again, it's for the competition program. It's a goal with just trying to ease the transition period, where my students don't have to think before they react. I want them to basically go into something and know the transition to get to where they want to go on the ground. When you go to all the local tournaments, you'll see these big guys just trying to go for a grip and they don't really know what grip to get type thing. And it's just not the best area I've found. So I'm going to try to work on it.
How many years have you been in the gi?
The gi, about 5 years.
And then overall on the mats?
Same.
5 years. Mm-hmm. Now in that time we've seen a lot of competitions, a lot of wins. What was it out of you seeing the scene that really you feel this, urge to correct the technique or help the technique?
It's mostly really just been with my students. Most of them don't want or don't like the stand-up part of it. And I get it, and even me, I'm known as a guard player and just pulling guard. But as far as the students, they don't know what to do and how to react with it. And I want to take that away. So I'm trying to help and ease into it. And hopefully Nathaniel Augustin and Mark Apostol will help me with that. I believe they will.
So how hard was it then getting the right coaches in place to help you come putting all three grappling aspects together?
Not hard at all. I knew Sandia Judo Club pretty well, and I just went in there and talked to those guys for a bit. Mark was really into it, him and Howard Higgins. They've been around for years. I think Mark's been teaching for 45. So, but no other schools really added the judo. I mean, Jackson's kind of has, but it's been just the no-gi. But the gi aspect's a very different part. And then wrestling, I've known Nathaniel for a few years now. He was over at Luttrell's for a bit. And he coaches over at 505 Wrestling Club. So I thought I'd randomly check and see what he'd do. But he's really good at Greco-Roman, which I think with the tie-up and the clinch is really important with BJJ. So I think it'll be good.
Now, how much of a process was this? How long did this all take? Before we're in a lovely put together venue and everything, how long from the brainchild of this idea did it take to get the construction, get the people in place? We know you're working on getting your own gis in. How long, because it's still in the process, how long did this process to get here start?
I decided to go ahead and do this November of last year. So it's actually been pretty quick. I've wanted to own my own gym and do it for years, but a matter of finding a place, about a month, and literally just all the construction, the build out, the painting, everything. It's been about 3 months. It's not that bad.
And then from you had said you started off doing the privates, and it really grew into the need for a whole studio and a facility. Mm-hmm. What has that been like to you then to have out of that many people are under you that you've needed to grow out this much?
Basically, with working the regular full-time job and teaching and then trying to get my training in, and if I have a fight coming up, the conditioning, it was just insane trying to get people in. And the students I have, they've done really, really well, and I'm very committed to them. So it's going to change a lot. They're dynamic. Everything's already changing. I can see it whenever they roll.
Clube ABQ Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. How long did it take you to come up with the name, and what does the name represent and mean?
I actually affiliated with my old coach, Mark Bradford, so the name wasn't really even up in the air, really. I had to go off of the affiliate name, the Clube Hollywood, so it's just kind of a takeoff of that. So, no, it didn't take very long.
It didn't take very
No.
long. I was looking for
It's
some
like,
story.
Basically, no.
Now, we've talked about you and your career, everything that you're doing, and running a business, day job, it's all a big task. Where are you at as far as MMA and active BJJ competitions?
I am actually competing at the Pan Americans next month, if I can get enough training in. Hopefully, I should be able to. But that's in March, and I actually just signed a contract. I'll be fighting in April in the Philippines.
In the Philippines. Are you
Yeah.
going back to PXC?
Yeah. I know.
Guam was nice. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, why not?
Why not? That's a great reason. But then talking about the school, and then you have beginners classes, you have your privates, you have your own. How are you balancing all this? How do you do all this and then stay focused with everything going on?
Well, this is the first week I'm seeing how the training and everything else works with it, but it should be fine. I worked it around Jackson's classes, so it shouldn't be that bad. I just might be a little tired. And then my BJJ training, I can work with my students. It's like I've got a few blues and purples coming in, so I can work around it. It's just, as far as being really camp cert BJJ, no, there's no one here about my size that's pretty at my level. There's a few, but not many. So I always have to kind of play around and make it work.
So for the people planning to come here, invest in time training with you, what would be the difference between coming here and other schools in town?
I actually teach stuff based on your game. That's the biggest difference. I can look at something and be able to fit it towards you. I don't just have a system where I teach the same thing so many months in a row, over and over again, and I won't limit you. Basically, my competition training is specialized. It's for a purpose. It's a little bit different than you've seen. So.
And then we understand you're all comfortable. We're on the mat right now. Even though I got the camera on you, and this is the nerve part, but this is at home for you. So how much of a risk and a step is this, the business aspect?
It's a risk, but what in life should you not risk for what you want, you know? Every single risk I've taken towards my goal with BJJ or fighting, it's worked out. No matter what, there's roadblocks, but I'm where I'm meant to be.
And now, the message to the people that are potentially looking, the customers here. What do you got to say to the people? It's a little commercial time right now.
Just come in.
Just come in, come check it out. And then, do we have a website?
We do. It's www.clubeabqbjj.com.
And any other ways to get in touch with you to find out about class schedules and stuff?
My phone number is 505-433-7390.
New gym open, Clube ABQ Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Gabby Romero, thank you for the time.
Thank you.